Hi guys, I'm Kwan from Taste of Asian Food. Old cucumber soup with pork ribs is the most familiar soup on the Cantonese family's dining table. I grew up eating this soup prepared by my mother, and it's now my turn to prepare it for my family. I use meaty pork ribs with some dry scallops and dry cuttlefish as the main ingredients. And I keep it simple by using my slow cooker, which turns out marvelously. In this video, I'm going to show you the detailed step how to make the old cucumber soup with pork ribs.
Let's start with the pork ribs. After washing the pork ribs under running water, place the pork ribs in a pot of water and bring it to a boil. Freshly purchased ribs and bones contain some blood and impurities, which makes the soup cloudy. Blanching will remove these impurities and produce a clean and clear soup. The impurities will detach from the bones and meat, forming scums that float on the surface. If you find any of these scums, remove with a fine wire mesh strainer. Boil it for about 3 minutes, then remove and wash under running water again to remove all the bones fragments attached to it. Set aside, and it is ready to use. Besides the ribs, you also need goji berries, some dry scallop, cuttlefish, and the red dates. Cut the cuttlefish into half if you find that it's too big. And also cut the red dates into half. The purpose is to let the flavor quickly release from the red dates and the cuttlefish during simmering. This is the old cucumbers I got it from the market. It is straight, oblong with blunt and curved ends. The length is about 15 to 25 centimeters long. And the surface has some cracked lines with some wrinkly texture. Slice the old cucumber in half lengthwise. Remove the seeds in the center cavity and dose slippery liquid with a spoon. Then wash it under running water and to remove any remaining seeds. Then cut it into half to 3/4 inch wide slices. For this old cucumber, you should not peel off the skin because the skin helps to hold the flesh together while boiling, preventing it from disintegrating into the soup during the long simmering process. Sweet corn and carrots are optional ingredients. You do not need them if using a large amount of bone or meat for the soup. I add 1 sweet corn in this recipe, but you can omit it and double up the quantity of the pork ribs. Let's start boiling the soup now. I used the electric slow cooker to boil the soup this time. Place all the ingredients except goji berries into the pot. Fill up the pot with boiling water sufficient to submerge them. You need to add boiling water to the slow cooker, as it takes forever to bring it to a boil if you use cold water. It takes about an hour to start boiling, even if you use hot water. After it is boiling, let it simmer for another at least 2 hours. If you use a standard pot to simmer on the stove, you can use cold water to start off. Bring it to the boil and then reduce the heat and let it simmer for at least 2 hours. Since the temperature is not self-regulated like the electric slow cooker, add some boiling water to the soup when it has reduced too much. Before you remove it from heat, add the goji berries and let it simmer for another half an hour. The minimum time for simmering Chinese soup is about 2 hours. Some cooks like to simmer it for 3 to 4 hours over minimum heat, which will infuse the flavor entirely from the ingredients. The meat will become so soft until it falls off from the bone when trying to hold it with a pair of chopsticks. Season with some salt, sugar, and light soy sauce. The old cucumber and pork rib soup is ready. It is a comforting, hearty meal on its own, and is also best to serve with steamed rice.
That's how I prepare the old cucumber soup with pork ribs, and I hope you like this soup. If you want to get the recipe, I've included it in the description right below the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and give me a like. I'll see you again in some other similar video very soon in the future, and bye for now.